From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all the attention. So what you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, and I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
See something now? See something now? There we go. Yeah, you see something? You're my check, test. There we go. All right. You see another general to know that a podcast to keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. You want to go live on your shit? Yeah. What's down with y'all? So we got my dudes in here. You understand me? We got Platinum and we got Big Triple Seven. You understand me? Tell them what y'all repping. Introduce yourselves. You hear me? Okay, look, it's Big Platinum. You hear me? I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I said New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. You understand? Specifically the east side of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's the east. You understand? Yeah. I'm repping Crazy Life. You feel me? That's the label here. 24/7 grinding. Y'all already know. They know. Oh, they better know. Look. What part of the city you from? I'm from downtown. Yeah. You understand me? Platinum, you first. You heard me. Let them know how it is coming up on the east side of New Orleans, and then you let them know how it is coming up in the Ninth Ward. You heard me? Go ahead, Platinum. All right. Well, I'm born in '94. So I'm pretty sure y'all know Katrina happened. I'm what they call Katrina baby. It did. So it's like you really the generation before. Before? Yeah. Katrina babies is like my sons and shit. Like 18, 17 and shit. But I was like, no, you gotta be you wasn't born in Katrina. You gotta be like born like during Katrina or during the time when we was the younger we said like when we was kids, like anything like when we was kids, like because so you was 11. Like, yeah, I was 11. All right. Yeah. See, you young. Yeah. So y'all is Katrina babies, you hear me? So let them know how that was, you know what I'm saying? You was 11, so you a Katrina baby too? Yeah, I'm in that. So y'all was ripped away at a young age. How was that, man? At 11 years old, you know what I'm saying? Whole new world. The water, y'all stayed? Y'all was down here? Nah, we left. Shit, I was gone before that. Yeah, so we stayed. So boom, you wake up, you understand me? Everything underwater. You gotta leave. Yeah. Where you went? I went to St. Mary's, Georgia. Where you went? First, I was in Boston for my people from the military. Yeah. Boston, way up there. Yeah. Man, shout out Boston. Yeah. Shout out Boston. All right. So what's the? Let me just gonna start with you. What's the biggest thing in Georgia, right? That you had trouble with, and you were so young. Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you had trouble with adapting to when you first moved out? That was the laws, was the niggas, the food. What's the hardest thing you had trouble with? All right. So look, when it came to St. Mary's, Georgia, what's young? I got lucky. I'm on my blast shit. My dad, he was in the Navy. You see what I'm saying? So both of y'all Army brass. Yeah. Shout out Pop. Shout out Pop. Yeah, but now. Dad was in the Navy. like a year before him and Mom split. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mom. Shout out Mom. Yeah. So Dad moved us to St. Mary's, Georgia. We was on. Huh? You want to go live for you? Yeah, because I want to go live on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta go live. We on you. Yeah, I should have tagged you in. Cause we on YouTube right now. No. I could do all that when we get off though. Yeah. You understand? No, I could do it off this phone. What's your YouTube? At PLP. You live? Yeah, I'm live. All right. What the visuals looking like? Yeah, that's good. You good? Yeah. All right, let me do it. Is P.NUT the general? Yeah, it's P.NUT the general. To know the podcast. To know the podcast. Keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with it, man? We here, so boom. We gonna get them on YouTube up to date. Hold on, y'all. You hear me? So look, we talking about they was 11 when Katrina hit. You know what I'm saying? They running how it was coming up in New Orleans to everybody who tuning in from around. You see what I'm saying? When they was 11, boom, moved to Georgia, y'all Army brats, boom. All right. So moved to Georgia, we Army brats. I go to a school called St. Mary's Elementary. Catholic school. No, it was not. That's in New Orleans, and that's an all-girls school. No, I'm saying I heard St. Mary's because that's a Catholic name. Yeah, ain't an all-girls school no more. Oh, it's not. Mm-hmm. My anyway, look. So in New Orleans, in Georgia, it's just a regular middle school. Yeah, it's just a regular middle school, but it's a sea of Caucasian brothers and sisters. White people. Now you ain't gotta be from the we ain't at the thing now. You can say what you want. I got a couple of me too. Oh man, they know what's out. They know we cut out. They know we threw up. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to our white brothers and sisters. Yeah, yeah. It was a sea of y'all. And I was not cool. Man, boo cool. Yes, Dad. Yeah. Next thing you know, they loving how I talk. Oh yeah. They loving how I talk, and I'm like, they come up to me. Someone you wanna go live on? Or you good? They was like, say baby. So that was the big thing they wanted us to say. I charged for that. Baby, and you heard me? Yeah. I charge for that now. $5 to the. I'm gonna put the cash app after this. You understand me? Cause y'all be in my inbox mad. I'm charging $5 for baby and $7 for your. Yeah. Huh? And $7 for your hear me. You hear me? My people know. I'm telling you, you hear me? Yeah. My people do. So, yeah, I got you. So how finish it off. All right, so now the thing about it was a culture shock for me because the way I talk, the way I walk, how my hair was. Can I feel your hair? It's a fact. That's a fact. And I had locks at the time. It's a fact. Can I feel your hair all the time? I ain't gonna lie. At first, you gotta press it. Oh, you ready? At first, I used to love the attention, but it got aggravating. And then on top of that, I was smart. Because I was smart, I was finishing my work early, and I wasn't being challenged, Jeremy. And I was bad because I was just sitting there most of the class. So I swear to God, I was sitting there most of the class just looking around and shit because I'm done. So who told you that reason? You knew that reason? I figured that out after like years of reflection. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you my cheat code, right? They always used to be like, he acting out because his parents getting a divorce, right? Mm-hmm. I ain't give a fuck about that shit. I ain't even understand the shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they broke up. Yeah. But every time I get in trouble, they giving me an out. Yeah. Oh, he acting out. So, all right. Yeah, this because I'm having trouble coping with my mom and my daddy. So did that come to you like that, or you figured that out yourself? Because they gave me a get out of jail free card. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I figured this out like 5 years ago, just reflecting on my life. Which Mo G? My bad. Yeah, so like at the time, it was just moms was taking it on me because I look like pops. You know what I'm saying? Now you take hold on. Now my big but my twin be saying, right? Mm-hmm. You sure it was that? All right, let me break it down for you. So look, you asked her. I didn't have to ask. See, communication. Okay. Look. I brought this up to her, and she listen. I'm gonna tell you how she confirmed it. I brought it up to her. She confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, did she confirm it like, yes, this is it, or she confirmed it in your eye? I'm about to tell you. Just that's what I'm saying. I just want to explain this story. Then my bad, because it's personal. This because my brother going around saying woo de woo because he named after my daddy, and now you woo woo. So I'm like, them niggas be using that as an excuse. On my dad's side to where like the firstborn, for some reason you always have a firstborn son. Even I have a firstborn son, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Yeah, so it's like we like the firstborn son gets the firstborn son's first name would be the middle name of the father. That's what. So like nigga. Yeah, so like my grandfather said that. That's how I almost in the but that's just how mine is. Yeah. So like I broke that tradition because I named my son Marley and Myra P. Why you did that, dog? It be them young niggas. No. Listen, I wanted him to have his own identity. I named him after. Wait, let me finish. No. I feel you because you know why? That's why I had no juniors. Yeah. I don't want no other me. I wanted him to have his own identity. Because I tell him growing up, like the goal is to be better than me. I'm teaching you to be better than me. So like I named him after two souls that I felt did great in the world and were very creative and artistic. You feel me? I felt that. So, I felt that. Yeah, and he's very creative and he's very artistic and he's very smart and intelligent. You hear me? He play power games and mind games just like I did. Oh yeah. He 10. My oldest 16. Well, my oldest 17. You see what I'm saying? But we like my youngest two, I did that with them. I don't want to say no names because nobody knows my name, but my name is the middle name and woo woo woo. Yeah, man, we did all that. So boom, let them know you heard me. 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? You wake up. You know what I'm saying? The world underwater. You understand me? What was the most hardest thing that you had to get used to way at fucking Boston? Damn. Was it how the food is up there? I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember the food for pizza and shit. I was still there, so I can tell you the same shit. So you do you remember the hardest thing that you had trouble with transitioning with? Transition, man. You good? We good? Do you remember? You remember? Still but because it was on my So you good now? You want to end it and delete it and start it? So what was the hardest thing you had adapting to? Was it the language, what they call it, the accent, the food, the area, the people? Because I know it was a lot of our white brothers and sisters up there too. It was straight white. I ain't gonna lie, we went to stay by my people because you had people up there. Yeah, we went out there. That's the only reason we was already out there because my dad was in the military. He had to go out there for work. So boom, I just got kicked out of school. That's why I was going to school in the East. I was going to Resurrection. That was my first. That's a Catholic school, huh? Yeah. That was my first Catholic school. So they got kicked out the first couple of days. But yeah, after that, boom, they go out of town. So we all go. We all go out of town. You hear me? And then so while we out there, that's when the it started happening, man. We started seeing it on the news. Like, what was going through your head at such a young age? Like, was you scared? Was you glad y'all was out of school? I wasn't none of that. I thought I was gonna be kids. I'm thinking about to be like all the other little hurricanes. Before that we had them but when it got real, when it hit you like, damn, we can't go home. We gotta start over. When it hit you, that's where y'all started over that in Boston, or y'all moved? No, we went to Macon, Georgia. Yeah. How long y'all was in Boston? We was in Boston probably. We had to stay an extra week because couldn't go home. Everything. Once we did that, my mama's job was in Macon. It's cool that OG. So this just to catch him up. This plat. He gonna be on the card. He was just added. This my little people. It's his people, you heard me? Yeah. Downtown, you see what I'm saying? They both from the city. 777 Thug. What that mean? It's just a creative name? Or?
See that 777? That first came with some of my brothers. We got a Jordan or the Quiet International. This one of our jackets too. Got some shit off.
Show that shit. Where they can find it at?
Quiet. I gotta go. I'm gonna send you the link.
Right.
Yeah, Quiet. I think a Quiet International .shop or they on everything.
What's the name?
What's the name? ACQUIRE.
Hold on, let me add them. See if we got a Facebook.
ITL.
ACU.
ACQ.
ACQ.
UIRE. Yeah. ITL. Quiet.
Space.
Yeah. What that is on the ground or something?
Just Facebook. You don't think they got a book?
Nah, I'll tell you that.
Put it. No, but I'm gonna still put it in the comments though. It's in the comments.
All right, there. Yeah, tell them go check our shit out. We got some hype shit, but
what they got? They got. See, you got a jacket. Head. That's a fact.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't say we really started that shit, but for sure with the fitted hats and all that here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
We had the fitted hats on live. That's when the fitted really started fucking with that.
That's a fact.
Started doing their own fitted hats. Yeah, we really put that bitch up for sure.
So let me ask you this: how long was it before you realized shit was real?
With the
hurricane, yeah.
Shit, we ain't never go home. We was just moving. Boston went to Georgia.
Tearing them bitches up, huh? Yeah. I know you was, Flash.
Hey, look.
I know you was, Flash. You know what I'm saying? You stayed in Georgia the whole time, or you moved too? I moved around. And that's where my name came from. Check it out. Which one? Platinum? Yeah. Tell them how you got your name. You heard me?
All right, so when I was young, I had a temper problem because I felt like I ain't gonna lie. When Katrina happened, I felt like this is the fall of America. Like, wow. We about to break
nigga, real party.
You saw what the fuck? Exactly. I felt like it was the fall of America. I felt like everything was about to come crashing down. We could take whatever the fuck we want and do whatever the fuck we want. Basically, I felt like we was in a Mad Max situation.
How?
Yeah. I'm about to say, I felt
y'all ain't stay.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Let me tell you why.
Seeing that shit.
Seeing that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I felt like that for 9/11.
What you done?
Yeah. I felt like
what you done?
yeah.
Look, St. Mary's, Georgia.
Yeah. I ain't never heard of that. All right. So you ran to her.
From Jacksonville, like 30, 45 minutes from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Because I moved from St. Mary's to Jacksonville.
That's what happened to us. We went to Lake Charles at first, but then I want to say fucking what hurricane hit right after Katrina? Because they blamed that we was getting in buku fights that they was talking about we brought that shit to Lake Charles. Was it Ida?
Ida.
No, but down here. But where we was at?
No.
Isaac. Yeah. All right, look.
I was locked up for that.
All right, look. So boom, like after Katrina, 2 months hit. You heard me. So I had it here. I'm gonna see Israel, whatever the fuck his name is. So boom, they go to calling us refugees. You heard me? Saying we brought the water. Man, look at my knuckle. See how these two push back and these two push back? That happened all out of town, nigga. Fucking y'all, they was calling y'all refugees too. Yeah. I used to be telling them. Yeah. Thanks. But I mean, disrespect.
Nah, but look, it got bad because I used to like to take that shit hard. Because anyway, bottom line is when like I get mad, they'll be like, "Oh, it's about to go platinum." Shit about to go platinum.
24 people watching, 2 shares.
They'll be like, "Oh, it's about to go platinum." You hear me? So after that situation,
thank y'all for the shares, you heard me?
Thank you for the shares. But look, after that situation and a couple of more situations, they just started calling me La Platinum. That's La Platinum over there.
That's a fact. Yeah. So you say you got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You too? You,
I ain't got no trouble. I was stuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. This knucklehead. I got in trouble too. I got in trouble too. I got in trouble too. But look, but our problem, you heard me, was we were still close to New Orleans. So when we came out there, niggas felt like they had something to prove.
And they don't talk about when we run into other people from New Orleans. Oh yeah.
But you gotta, but see, it took me, but look, it took me long to figure this out, but I figured it out of nowhere, right? A bunch of niggas. And all they gotta tell your bitches, baby, or you heard me. And all that past love that y'all got is gone, right? Them niggas couldn't take, like, it took me a long time to realize that, right? But if I would have felt like all of, like the New York niggas, they'd be like, what's up, son? Where's the mother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas go up there and be like, where's the mother? And my bitch just fall in love. You see what I'm saying? And look, and then we living like that, so you can't really play with us. So yeah, though we did that. We apologize. Well, I do because we did damage. We did damage. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas. Yeah.
You over there apologizing. Fuck the niggas. Fuck the niggas. Let me tell you something.
Growth and maturity. That's we ain't had no business putting our hands on other people, cheering, running them people house, taking over them people. Like that was them people shit.
Okay, listen, let me tell you something. I didn't do that shit just to do that shit.
Yes, you did. We all did.
Hold on, wait.
That's all we knew.
Hold on, wait. No, I didn't. What I mean is, I didn't do that shit without no dire reason. Like I told you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was
with the strong arm robbery situation, the homie got kicked out.
Allegedly. Educational purposes only.
You're right. For educational purposes.
You already knew. Teach him something.
Well, I already been doxed on YouTube before. Fuck it.
Teach him something.
Yeah.
Educational
It's a
purpose.
3-hour video out there. Look it up anyway.
Yeah. What's your YouTube? Tell him your YouTube.
It's Platinum. You heard me? @PLKATINUM.
Everything capsule, right?
No, that's my stage name. This is my YouTube handle. You know, I got an official artist page on YouTube, okay. So you can tag me like how you do on Instagram. It's the same as Instagram.
Let them know.
Yeah,
that's a fact. So, boom. How old was you when y'all left? When you got to Georgia?
When we got to Georgia, I was the same man. I having the same time.
And was y'all doing music at this time, or y'all just thugging your children?
I was just thugging. I ain't gonna lie. I discovered music. I was listening to music, but it was like Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like Burn was hot at the time.
What artist you was listening to before you put the
at that time? Oh, just
before you started rapping, what artist you was listening to?
I was listening to Usher before I started rapping. I wasn't listening to Usher.
I'm just saying, like, all right, look, let me ask it a better way. What artists influenced y'all to put the pen to the paper? What artists influenced you to put the pen to the paper?
You said what artists influenced me to put the pen to the paper? Lil Wayne.
Weezy.
Wayne.
What was it about?
Listen,
you was like, dog, I'm about to tell you, everything from 96 and back, y'all niggas is Wayne. I'm talking about the fucking tats, actions, the fucking woo. Dog, y'all niggas, that's a fact.
Squad up.
That's a fact. Ooh, that's a fact. That's a fact. What's up, No Smoke?
Look, I had all 8 mixtapes. All 8 of them.
Oh, and niggas don't know about that 8 and 9. So you had to be on them. Yeah.
I was on Wayne, bro. I was listening to when y'all was listening to the Carter, you hear me? I had been heard most of them songs and a more gangster version of them songs with better verses. Yeah. Right. I can't even lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a real Wayne head. Every song that you love, I could show you a different mixtape version of that song from Fireman to Birdman, Joey, because
niggas ain't new.
Yeah.
Nigga, he had to do that Carter 1 all over again. He turned the original one to the drought, right? The drought 1 or 2 or something, right? Because it got leaked. The little bitch leaked it or something. Yeah. So he had to come up with a whole nother album.
I can tell you what happened with that.
What happened with that?
So, all right. At the time, the Carter 3.
No, the Carter 1.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you saying the Carter 1?
Yeah. Remember he had it ready, but then it got leaked and he turned it into I think it was either the Drought 1 or the Drought 2. And he had to come up with the because that all my niggas all that shit got leaked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that way, it was on 500 degrees.
That shit got leaked too?
No. The Carter 3 got leaked.
So what I'm talking about is the Carter 3, not the Carter 1.
No. The Carter 3 got leaked. See, the Carter 1. All right, listen.
Wait, no. All my niggas, if you remember, that was on the Carter 1.
No, that's on 500 degrees. That's on 500 degrees.
But it was originally on the Squad shit, right?
No, he just referenced the Squad. The Squad was putting out mixtapes at the time.
So what I'm talking about,
I'll do the video. He's referencing the Squad.
So I got the game fucked up. It's not the Carter 1, it's the Carter 3.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. My bad, y'all. My bad. Now I got the fucking I got the game fucked up. It was the Carter 3 that leaked, and he had I think he turned it into the Draw 1 or something.
All right, so look, this what happened. Basically, all right, so yeah. Basically with the matter of fact, so
let me see, we got 56 people watching.
All right, we're gonna start with the Carter 1. All right, big. We're gonna start with the Carter 1. Mm-hmm. All right. Before that, was the Carter Files. Mm-hmm. The Carter Files was the mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can shoot you on leg. Gutter was on the Gutter was on that song at first. And when he referenced shooting himself on that song. That was the first song he referenced shooting himself.
I just hit him with that. That shit was on there too, right?
Yeah.
No. That boom boom, that pop up mama gonna weed some shit.
That was Drop 2. That's Drop 2.
All right, so whatever that was on, that's what leaked.
But that must have leaked first.
So that's what the Carter 3 turned into the Drought 2 then.
No. The Drought 2 was just Buku freestyles. Look, it would start from the Carter Files. That was the mixtape. Then you had the Carter. Then you had the Carter 2. Okay. But you had the Carter 2 mixtape, Like Father, Like Son. It was hosted by DJ Khaled.
That's a thing.
Most of them songs from the Like Father, Like Son album is off. They got more gangster, different versions of them songs on that Carter 2 mixtape, Like Father, Like Son.
What we find it?
You can find it on YouTube. Yeah, you can find it on YouTube.
I showed you that shit. You down here, Levy? What's up, Rita? What's up? You down here?
All right. Yeah, so on that album, it got different versions. It got more gangster versions of Fireman. You hear me? It got all that shit. You hear me? Yeah. Matter of fact, give me your YouTube. I'm about to pull it up right now.
I'm about to go. Well, no, because they gonna hit me.
All right, yeah.
No, it's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape. Let me get that. Yeah. On that got a you know how they got Birdman Jr. How we love that song. On that mix, on that Carter 2 mixtape, they got on that Carter 2, Like Father, Like Son mixtape, they got a Birdman Jr. Part 2.
Oh.
Yeah. When you see me in the streets, I could probably on the humble. The streets keep calling. I gotta change my number. I'm a thunderstorm. My wet shirts plus I'm white up in that ghost, so it can get worse. Put my white up in a bra and a burner and a purse. She get right past the law.
Hold on, y'all. My bad. I gotta hold on.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a thunderstorm. My wet shirts plus I'm white up in the ghost, so put my white up in my bra. Shit, you might smash tomorrow. Yeah, you can't money records, nigga. Life after all.
Man, they had to come. All right, back to y'all. But man, they had to come bless him with the track. That track. Oh, yeah. So boom, you heard me. At what point did you get interested in the
music? The Squad mixtapes, and then around the time, my cousin.
Who was your favorite Squad member?
See, it rotated.
It rotated.
No,
favorite is your favorite.
All right, listen. Can I give you a timestamp on it? Because it really rotated. I really get it.
Wait.
All right, so look. At first, it was Not the Kid.
What changed?
What changed is when I started paying attention to Raw D.I. His lyricism, even though they was partners, you heard me? Raw D.I.
Yeah.
You hear me? I pay attention around
downtown.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite slide?
I ain't gonna stunt, but I ain't. And then
Wayne,
fuck up.
What about the hot boy? Who your favorite hot boy? Jesus.
They gotta be, but I ain't gonna stunt.
What about you?
I ain't gonna stunt. He was there. I just stayed down the street from him.
In the year?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was young. My favorite hot boy was Wayne, son.
That's a fact, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
I was like, I could do that too. I could do it. Yeah, Wayne.
When you started with the music?
Started for real.
Nah, like first started. Not
Like
for real,
playing
like
with it,
yeah.
like, probably.
What did you start serious? Was it a hobby?
No, I was with my people, like my partners. Yeah.
And you started off serious, or you was just fucking around?
Alright, like I was just fucking around like for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I got serious. You hear me?
At what point?
I got serious when my cousin, shout out to Darren, he from Highland Grove. He from 17.
Shout out the whole uptown.
Yeah, so he took me to the studio and I heard my voice on the mic for the first time in them headphones.
How old you are?
Man, I think I was like, I want to say 10.
That's a rap after that.
Man,
what about you?
When I started rapping lately.
What got you? What clicked? But you read up. What clicked in your head? Like, I'm gonna do this shit.
Now I'm about to do it for real. See that? Fuck, if that's the case, I started rapping 2 years.
Late bloomer.
Yeah.
What took you so long? Being next to this nigga.
I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like my partners, they rap. So nigga go in the studio and talk about some shit, but I'm still doing shit, so I can't really. But my brother, my baby boy, that boy used to.
That's why I had to wait. I had to wait till I cut my sons and shit. It was the wrong. I can't be telling them this, but then you know what I'm saying. So I fuck with that. Like I feel both of y'all niggas. Like I feel y'all stories. You know what I'm saying. So you Black, when you started taking it serious, you hear me? What different approach did you take to the music when you started taking it serious? When you went from a listener to a participator?
It never was. It didn't get serious until, cause it was never serious at first. It was just, I'm in there. I like music.
So this never was the plan for y'all to be sitting here on a podcast. It's all this you performing tomorrow. This wasn't the plan.
Nah. I ain't like, all right.
What was you say sports, right? Basketball. I don't go on you, them. I don't go on you. But look, check it out. I can't play. I just talk shit. I'm 5'5", nigga. What you 6'2"? 6'6". Yeah. That was the plan for sports for you too.
Nah. See, all right. This how it went. First, I played basketball until like.
I don't go on you too, play. I don't go on you for real. See, he tall, but I don't go on you for real, play. Like I could get up there.
Okay, look. I got a real honest question.
But yo,
close to the goal without losing them all. Like, what makes you think you're gonna get?
See, there you go, that judge. You home, Black. You still hacking niggas in the hole?
Nah, I'm asking you a question. Like, what makes you think you're gonna get to the goal with the ball?
I might can't dribble, but I'm fast. Nigga gonna pass me that bitch when I'm running to the woo. I can't dribble, but I can shoot, and I got good defense, and I got ups.
You can't dribble.
I need a good point guard. I need a good point guard. You put that bitch right there. Boom, I'm put that bitch right there. I promise you.
Right, so
y'all didn't play football? Nobody played football? Nobody played football. My shit. Nobody played football.
I only played corner, and I played pop one.
Nah, no, I'll burn
you. Probably
man. I was a middle linebacker and a wide receiver and a quarterback. What?
I'm sorry.
Son, what's you know your time? You know your time? Your time. 4.2, 4.1. What was in high school? What you was? 4.3, 4.4?
No.
I run a 4.23, son.
Yeah.
You can't fuck, son. I put this up. I got trophies, medals, all that. Right? Track, yeah, track, all that. I had asthma, I had to quit. My mama made me quit. Nigga put that pop on me. And I had caught an asthma attack on the field. That was a wrap.
If I control my breathing, if I can just.
You got oh no.
I have to train to control my breathing. You said a full 2. You want fast like
full 2, 3. Yeah, I'm telling you, me and my brother, we got newspaper clippings. We got fast is a must. That's why I said you. Look, hold on, a full 3 and a full 4 is fast. A full 3 is what like that. Yeah. Point, full 2 point, full 2 point. Like 7. No, full 7. No, I'm professional. Oh no. And 100-yard or 50-yard? Oh no. You good. But anyway, let's get back to the so what about
I've been
you?
smoking since I was 14.
Me too. I'm older than you.
But you really did track. I just played basketball. And then
you remember the first song you ever wrote?
First song I ever wrote?
Not hold up. Not the first Cole song. Not the first.
My first song I wrote was when I came home. Started rapping.
The name of the song. Your first song. Not the first Cole one.
Oh,
the first one. With the name. First one.
I don't know the name. I can't think of it.
What about you? You don't remember? Y'all cheating, though.
No, because listen, you ain't let me get to the part. I'll tell you like.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so.
But yeah, put it. This the producer right here. Man, we waiting on the beats. Put it. You only saying one. Respectfully.
So look, when I made it to when I went to the studio enough and really got access to the studio, this was around the time I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I was going to Landing Middle School. You hear me? I was playing basketball, but I quit. I said, fuck that shit, I want to rap. You hear me? I downloaded FL Studio. Fruit Loops. Yeah, that was when we had the free.
What was your first song though?
My first song that I recorded in the FL Studio was a remix to a BG song.
You turned your phone off?
Yeah, because no, it died. Yeah, my first song that I recorded on FL Studio was a remix to a BG song.
Which one?
I don't remember that.
All right.
I just know it was a BG song.
From you, what's the most previous song you wrote?
That I'm Not Okay.
Where we could find that at?
It's not
out yet.
So
from the first song you remember to the most previous song, right? And but look, let me ask you. You hear me? In your opinion, what's some of the differences in your style from that first song to the most previous song? You remember? Take us through your journey.
My first song, to me, that bullshit. People say they like it. I'm always gonna say some shit like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't a conscious rapper like, you know what I'm saying? But
what kind of that?
Yeah. So you, all right, let me ask you this then. I took my shit. You're not a conscious rapper. Not like on some, that's the right thing.
If you could put a definition, right? Would you be a hip hop artist? Would you be a conscious rapper, gangster rapper, hip hop? You just be spitting. If you did put a definition of it, you hear me? What would that be?
Gangster pop stuff.
You cheating, no?
I cheat.
That's two different genres.
Exactly.
Versatile.
You gotta think, yeah. But you gotta think about you put it like that. That's do pop music. I'm put some gangster.
So whatever. So you do. You do conscious music.
I did a Beyonce song with my last. I did that. Yeah, he did. He did. What is that?
What about you?
I do hip hop. I do R&B. I do a little dance hall. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot. I do gangster shit too. I do trap shit too. I do drill shit. I do sexy drill shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference. You hear me? I do.
What's the difference?
The difference between drill and sexy drill is
sexy drill. I never heard that. That's a 2-0. Oh,
that's good. It's good. It's good. It's on.
Oh, I need a
charge. Yeah. And he said.
So sexy drill.
All right. The difference between sexy drill and drill is everybody knows drill is, right? Do I have to explain what drill is?
Yeah, they know drill.
All right, cool. So now, sexy drill is sexy drill songs that's like still got the drill tempo type beats and shit like that, but it's sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sexy instruments and softer instruments and more melodic and more. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
More harmonies here.
Like R&B drill. Then.
Yeah, sexy drill. Yeah, R&B.
That's a fact. So what about you? From your first song, what's the most previous song you got?
The most previous song I got out of the most previous
that
song
you wrote,
I recorded.
That you wrote.
I don't write. I wang my shit.
You always did that?
No, I ain't always do that. And then I don't always do that because I did Joseph, so I had to write. You know what I'm saying? But I'll every time I have access to a studio, I wang my shit. Like I grew up on them old studio, them YouTube videos of Wayne in the booth, the Nino Brown documentary,
what
the Carter
documentary, the basement, in the basement,
Big
Tigger.
Big Tigger. I grew up watching Lil Wayne in the studio, like cause around the time YouTube was popular, around the time I started being a teenager and shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so it's like we watching him on the Young Money bus when he was on the tour. Listen to the shit with him and Currency. Some of that shit that never came out, that finally came out decades later. We watching how they interact with each other in the studio and what goes on, how they jokes with each other, what they talk about. Yeah, man. And you see Wayne really like he don't freestyle this shit. He just let the booth be. Yeah, he punch in. He let his booth be his pen in his pad. You hear me? So it's like.
What about you? What's the biggest differences you see in your style? How you doing when you do it from when you first started to now? What's some of the differences in your opinion?
Wow, it's a big difference. Wow, yeah, it's huge. Like I started writing rhymes when I really couldn't articulate for real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right. So it's like
I was voice. I was like 14, 15 when I started really writing rhymes just to play with it. You know what I'm saying? But like that compared to now, it's like that's like from here to the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's a fact. We trying to find an outlet, y'all.
All right. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Full effect.
All right.
So boom, you heard me. Do you have a favorite song in your catalog? Matter of fact, hold up, wait. Your first song, the most previous song. How many songs? Don't cheat, dog. I need a number.
All right, that's what I'm trying to clarify. I'm about to specify because you know.
I mean, features, low files.
So so shit that's not out count.
Everything you ever wrote. You heard me? How many songs?
Can't take. I ain't gonna lie. Let me put this with you because I told you I started going to the studio when I was 11.
Give me an estimate.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Let's say 400.
I'm gonna put it like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I never started counting my music, I never started counting my body count. I never.
All right. Look, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite song with your cat? Do you have a favorite song with your cat?
Yeah.
What is it?
Right now, it's
No. Everything. Everything you ever wrote, spit, punched in, featured. Your favorite. Favorite is favorite. Like our son said.
My favorite song right now is a song that's not out yet.
What is it?
It's called Nothing Feels Right.
What is it about that song that puts? Because I know some of your songs, right? You got a lot of good songs, right? So what is it about this song that's not out yet that puts it over fucking Why the Fool's Falling Up? What puts it over fucking I don't know the names, but I follow you. You know what I'm saying? So what puts it over all them?
For me, music is about human. It's about connection with the human experience.
The next is first, but you about to answer the next question, right? What does the music do for you personally? Is it therapy? Is it a voice? Is it escape from reality?
Okay, so I can answer both questions.
Yes,
right? So for me, music is like I say, connection through human experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can connect to anybody around the world through your human experience that you talk about. You feel me? So yeah, it's a form of, because of that, it is a form of therapy because I'm talking about my human experience. You feel me? And it's like because of that, this song we call it healer, but this song is it touches on like
Your maturity,
emotions and feelings that I don't normally portray to the public. You know what I'm saying?
And what it's called?
It's called Healer. Yeah,
Is it a single?
Healer,
Is
nothing
it
the
a
same.
project?
Yeah, it's off a new project that I'm working on right now. Yeah.
What about you? You, how many? Hold up. You just started 2 years ago, right? So you should know. You should know from your first song to the most previous. How many?
I still ain't gonna look.
You still at, so you be working like that? You be working like that, Jay?
I'm took like I work summer. I took a month off. Took a month off. School to go in the studio every day. That whole month.
Like
4, 5, 3, 4, 5 songs a day. Like
where we can find them at? Where we can find them at?
Let's say song ideas. 24 song ideas a day.
Brainstorm.
Drop.
Yeah. So out to catalog, right? What's your number? You ain't never thought about it?
I like most of the time I like another song I did more recent, but I ain't gonna call it that Thug Cry. That's so rare. Yeah, Thug Cry.
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite song out his catalog? What's your favorite song out his catalog? You go first, like.
All right. My favorite song on my bro catalog is I'm Not Okay.
Where we can find that at?
It's not out yet. That's the
wait, dog. We gotta everything.
That's why I told you. That's why I asked you songs. That's why I asked you songs that's not out yet because I didn't want you to. If you didn't include it, I would have gave you all the shit that's out there.
So, what's your favorite song? This nigga got so many. You gotta pick one. Only one. Is it the same song that he sing?
I ain't gonna lie. That's say right. Boom. It's not out yet though.
Hey yo.
Same shit.
So it looks like the fire shit about the, so when is drop? When is dropping? Slim, when is it dropping?
Roughly. Him and Taylor. Shout out Taylor 900. Listen, shout out Taylor 900. Taylor 900 is the other crazy life artist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 24 Grind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you do a song with Slim 400?
Yeah, I did do a song with Slim 400.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah. T.I.P. Slim 400.
Let's hold a moment of silence for him right quick. How did that come about?
All right, so I'm on a grind, right? And Slim 400 just signed a new management deal with Ice Water at the time. And so he was getting his features up, but he was doing some hood shit. It was 400 for
giving back
for 8 bars, 400 for 8 bars. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I need the whole verse. I need a 12. Fuck that. At least a 12. You hear me? Like, so when I told him I needed 12, he said.
And this before he died, right?
Yeah.
Nah, because some people got post-mortem shit up with him.
No, I don't got no post-mortem shit. This is a whole, because it was a whole thing about the song. It was a whole situation with the song and everything.
That's good.
All right, so like, the song is about one of the supposed to be homies who ran into Nipsey Hussle and switched families. Let's call it that. He switched families.
Jump ship.
Yeah, he switched families. He switched to Nipsey shit. Yeah, so nothing against Nipsey Hussle. It's politics. So it's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, cause he did a lot of shit. Like he was doing shit.
Yeah.
So this thing. So like,
but that's what I know him from. That. Yeah. I didn't know he.
Yeah. No.
You talking about his people, right?
Yeah. Because his people was our people.
Okay.
These people was our people. These people was from ain't from South. These people was our people. he just happened to run into him and switch families. Ran into him, got cool with him, and switched families.
Does that happen often? But you know what? That's none of our business. Stick to the music.
All right, so look. So the big homie, Big Wag, shout out to big homie, you know what I'm saying, Death Row. Yeah. So he told me to speak on the song. Told me to speak on the situation on the song. So I spoke on the situation on the song. You hear me? I left an open verse and boom, perfect timing. Slim 400. I see the post of Slim 400. You know, he just signed.
And he jumped on it for the free.
No,
right, but he
because
did
there was
the
an
whole
issue.
16.
He did the 12 because I be doing 12 sometimes. Most times I do 12. So like he did the 12. He charged me like extra. He listened to the song first. He was like, when we sent the bread, everything was good. Yeah, we got kind of extra. Sent big homie called me. Yeah, send the bread. Send the bread. You hear me? He was like, all right, let me listen to the song. You know what I'm saying? I can't just get in the cool shit. He heard the song. They hit back. Man, you big homie. They already know what type of time I'm on it. Like, yeah. Big homie. I told him, man, dude, big right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I put you in, you talk to the homie, dude. Jay talked, everything was validated. You hear me? He hopped on the song. He sent back the verse. You hear me? Shout out to First Class Rossi because I was recording at his studio at the time. Shout out. He mixed and mastered. This one his studio was on 2 Lane. You hear me? He mixed and mastered the verse and put the single out. You hear me? Shout out to everybody.
Where we can find it.
Y'all can find it everywhere on every streaming platform.
So let me ask you this. I asked you about what the music do for you. You hear me? What about for your viewers and your listeners? If any, you hear me? What message or picture that you trying to paint for your viewers and your listeners when they check your music out?
Really? I ain't gonna lie. I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? The nigga done been through that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really did that. Been through it. Did it. From
That's the music root. What about you? You know what I'm saying? I asked you what the music do for you first. Is it a picture you trying to paint for the viewers and the listeners? You know what I'm saying? Is it a message, story you trying to get across? What are you trying to get across to your viewers, if any message?
I'm trying to get across, like I said earlier, my human experience and the effect, the offshoot effect of that, or a result of that, is therapy. It is therapy because I'm talking about my human experience. So, however I'm feeling, whatever thoughts on my mind, you know what I'm saying, all that go in the book. And then, like I told you, I call it Wayne my shit. I Wayne my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Punching.
Yeah, punching. Yeah, I say punching, but like,
I
Wayne it. I'm from New Orleans, Jerry.
Yeah.
I Wayne it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, after that, it's just like therapy. Everything on my mind, everything I think about, every emotion, every feeling, it comes out therapeutic. And then I put my song, because I wing my shit, I put my songs together like puzzles. It'll be 4 bars, maybe 2 bars, maybe a 6, 8. You know what I'm saying? To the whole song is complete. Yeah. And it's
yeah. So Slim, a couple of moments ago you said you took off work a month for the music, right? But have you ever took off from the music? Have you ever put the pen down? And if so, what brought you back to music?
no, not since I started. I ain't gonna lie.
What about you? You ever had to, I'm not talking about no jail or nothing. I'm talking about like you really put the pen down and really left it alone. You never left it alone. Never put the pen down. Right.
It was times when I like was too focused on fuck man. What the fuck? MOB man, money a bitch, bro. What you talking about? What? Mile in this bitch? I just said Death Row. What you talking about, man?
I apologize.
Hey, 662 MOB.
Bitch, you should have. Hey, I'm gonna play this back. I'm gonna use that as a promo.
All right.
Niggas, the look on your fucking face when I said So, what brought you back?
What brought me back to the music? Did I tell you what made me leave the music and put it down? Street shit.
The street shit. But I tried to turn this. That's the woo.
Yeah, woo. Yeah.
So, what got you back? Focus on And how long did it take you to get back?
All right. Once the street shit was done, and then it was always like a 2-week cool down period, and I just randomly hear a song, a beat, and just snap back.
So you never really left it alone.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah.
That's a fact. What keeps you motivated? Like, so you started when you was 10,
Mm-hmm.
30 something, right?
31.
That's a long time already. 31. It's a long time.
I've been
even though you
didn't know
young,
everything about me on YouTube.
even though you young, music has changed a lot.
Yeah.
You hear me? What's kept you, one, up to date with it, and two, what kept you with it? What kept you focused on? What is it about? You could have did anything else. Why music?
I come from a musical family. Like, listen,
Shout out to fam.
you can go to my grandfather's house on a random day, around the middle of the day, and he will be, and you will hear clarinet music, because he will be playing his clarinet still at 80
So you was born into the music.
Yeah, born into the music.
So let me ask you this, no? A lot of people who have a lot of money, a lot of people love. Ultimately, what you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, I do this shit. Now I do this shit for me for real. At first, I used to do it for my little brother. Like I told you, like on my last dose. That boy I got killed on my last dose. You know, so so I was going to big boy, man. I was there big for 40.
Let me ask you. I don't want to get into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you came, let's go with you. When you came home, right? Was it how long you did?
I was only out there 8.5 months fighting the third.
Okay. What was the hardest thing for you to transition back to when you did?
Niggas walking around with ski masks back on. I can't walk.
Fact. What the fuck? That's a fucking fact.
I'm tweaking like I'm just come on, like, man. Fuck no, come still people really walk up on you.
That's a fact. With the hoodie.
What's my ass? Right? That was really about it. Other than that, I was home for that. Back to I was home for that, so I was with that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's
a fact.
I did a lot of Joseph.
But what was the hardest thing that you had transitioned back to?
When I got in the world, the hardest thing transitioning back was, all right, see, prison or jail, well, not jail, but yeah, some jails and all prisons are very extreme environments. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
great.
shit,
HOG.
That's
why
HOG wasn't nothing to play with.
HOG wasn't nothing to play with.
CYC wasn't nothing to play with. That was juvenile, but still.
What about St. Charles, nigga? When I was in St. Charles, they put me in there with the Fed niggas, boy. I was in there with the Feds. I had a state charge. I had a state charge. Listen, I had a state charge, and St. Charles Parish put me in the motherfucking tears on the dorms with the Feds. They put us together. Now, whatever lawyer out there can give me some money in a lawsuit, how let me? What you talking about? Yeah, for real.
That ain't this big brother.
Nah, COVID was their excuse. Everybody had to go through the same quarantine together. But they said it was 2 weeks, but it ended up being months and months and months that we just living together.
It was a natural, like you can't put no, like I'm telling you what they would say. But it wasn't a natural. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is quarantine is supposed to be 14. It was supposed to be 14 days, right?
But y'all are like y'all already quarantined. Y'all so close to each other that they gotta be home because they gotta make sure that y'all.
Oh no, they had open tears. They were just lazy on moving it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Man, my partner, listen, I ran into my world partner at St. Charles. We was on the dorm together, right? That nigga told me he hadn't left that dorm for 5 years. Like 5 years.
It was a receiving tip?
Man, yeah. 5 years.
He was in the parish?
Man, he was in St. Charles Parish.
Oh no, dog.
Yeah, Nelson Cook. There you go.
You gotta say that's a different city. So it might be different rules. But nigga, The only time I heard of that is in Egypt. Man, they shipped you a long time. Yeah, so
nah, cause Cheddar, I was on the same dome for like a good year and some change when I was seeing daylight.
That's considered a material. That's where you go for you get shipped.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Back to the music. Slim. Well, you only been doing it. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing it for like over 2 decades. From going through what you go through and knowing what you know, your love for the urban, is it still the same as when you first started? It's grown, diminished, still the same, you know what I'm saying? Speak on your love.
I've only been trying to make money off it for like 10 years.
But I'm saying,
like
from start to finish, you learn.
Oh, like from just
it's your love.
But that's the whole thing. Like I told you, I was in the musical family. My grandfather with his band and clarinet. My father, he was in the church. He was a musician. He taught me how to play the drums. I started off playing the drums. Got out of the church. A lot of stuff happened. Got out of the church. You know what I'm saying? At like I want to say 11 year, something like 10, 11. So after that situation, that's when I discovered Usher and Let It Burn and hip hop.
Yeah,
hip hop. I started discovering hip hop music and R&B music for real. That was like secular, and then that's when I got on Wayne and Lights Out and Black Tie, and I was even on all his old shit, calling me a killer, all that.
So it's still your love for the music. It's still the same.
It's still. I breathe. I mean, I can never. Doing music for me is like taking a breath. Like I can't stop doing it. I'm gonna just die. I'm gonna just die. Like for real.
What about you, man? It's still the same.
I thought this shit more.
So both of y'all on labels but independently, right?
Yeah, my label.
But that's independent.
And we got a distribution deal with Chris Guy.
Is that the plan for a deal later?
Is that the end all be all?
No. Is that the plan to later on get a deal with a major, or is the plan to stay independent?
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that plan to get on with a mid. Really depending on how. The plan for a major to really be once a major in my editor know what I'm really doing. Y'all even be in my ass telling me you gonna try to fuck with somebody sometime. I know I'm working way more than y'all trying to because y'all ain't nobody gonna really be with work.
What about you? You got your own label, right? But Young Money Cash, right? Somebody wanted to come bring you on Universal. Would you sign to a major or would you stay independent? And why?
If it made sense at the time,
would you?
And in the long run, all right, like as long as the deal gives me a bigger platform and it's not one of those deals that I can't get out of it. 9 times out of 10, I would want something like
would you sign a 360?
No, hell no. Hell no. That's slavery.
Not really. Good promotion. You don't use it. You it's like a PPP loan. Right? You get the marketing from the big dudes, right? You pay them all, and what you got from that, that's when you start making your money. You see what niggas get fucked up at is they sign contracts with these people, and now you in 2-3 million. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like huge distribution deal with the
Let me tell you what.
360 deal, you owe it back, but them people gonna put you in a whole nother.
Let me tell you. Hold on, wait. Let me tell you why it's slavery.
Tell me.
All right, I'm gonna tell you why 360 deal is slavery. Because like I'm a studious person. I even went to college for music business. Well, business with focus in music for a while. So 360 deal is slavery because what they did was they give you the loan, but they make your credit line unlimited, and they break it down to where you're not paying attention what you're actually spending because it's unlimited, and you still owe all that money back.
And you have to use it's not like insurance. Well, like say you get it right, you find your own mechanic.
None of that. You have they producers, they everything. So they charge what they want to charge, and you owe that, and that could fly by so fast as opposed to you giving me what you think I'm worth. You heard me? We sitting down together with your marketing team or whatever, coming up with a projected business plan that's in the time span of this contract, because I'm gonna have 1 or 2 contracts. I'm gonna have a number album deal with probably like a 2 album deal, something like that, or I'm gonna have a 2 to 3 year contract. Either way it go. You feel me? Now, if I get the album deal, then we're gonna sit down and talk about how I'll probably be in the A&R development stage until I finish at least 1 to 2 albums, because that's what I do with my artists. You feel me? Gotta have bullets in the chamber. We're gonna sit down, talk about how we're gonna promote this album, how much of this advance, because I already have the money now. I didn't have to touch the money. I go to the LA Film School. I have my own studio. I don't have to record shit. I have in-house producers. I can make beats myself. I don't have to spend money on shit. I just have this advance. And guess what? 75 to 79% of your money is supposed to go on marketing and promotion anyway. But I have 100% of my budget to spend on marketing and promotion, which means that we about to sit down and see how I can double your money and still make my money back. Because I know for a fact that just like this deal,
shit, nigga.
just like this deal, you hear me? Yeah,
Motherfucking shit.
just like this deal, 360 deal, before I see $1 of my money, you gotta not only see what you've invested into me, you hear me, but you have to see what you was projected to make. Then I can make my money. With a 360 deal, there is never a stop. So there is never time for me to recoup money, for me to even make money from
motherfucking
it's slavery.
shit,
It's slavery.
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. So now, what's next for you? Let us know everything you got coming out. Let us know what you got, you know what I'm saying? Plan, you heard me, performances you got. What's next for you with this music shit? Where you trying to take this shit? Where you see yourself musically in 5
Fuck, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody screaming and all of that big 440.
years? Let me put that.
Freedom, my son. Yeah, man. Freedom, my son. My son. Sure. Pretty gang, too many names. Just screaming at us. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Turn up this shit. This shit is dumb. I ain't gonna lie. The music that I just need, I need to work on getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need to work on that shit getting out there. I got
man, y'all down. I see your beat. You down here?
Let me see. Yeah,
that's the DJ.
Yeah,
that's Fleet DJ. You can't see all of them on now.
yeah, that's right.
This bitch be popping. What sound? Let me see. What sound real? What sound Twitter? What sound Fleet DJ? Insane Queen Cookie. She gonna be in the building tomorrow.
All right, what's down with it?
If you down, oh no, they coming in the morning. Read it watching this whole time.
See, look, all you artists that's coming, you hear me? Yeah. Just so y'all know that microphone is available, so don't be acting scary.
Man,
don't be acting scary.
We already look. Put it. Send me some more beats.
That microphone is available. Don't be acting scary.
And man, look, it's recording going down. I gotta. We was sending me a beat for a cypher. I'm just waiting on him to send me the beat for feature shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna smash the cypher on a song with y'all.
Yeah.
Man, I got people coming from New York. Yeah. Colorado, like all them different flavors. Need to be in the same gumbo pot. And we're gonna put that shit out on the mix. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, man, we got work to do. So like I say, man, let them know what's next for you, where they can find it. You heard me? Get off here. We gonna be links and all of that stuff. You heard me? Let them know. Right.
I've been on Instagram mostly. Y'all can go look on Instagram, Big 777. You hear me? I'm about to drop. I ain't got a date on the jet, but that I'm Not Okay. That's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the next date.
Where we could find your music that's already out, Jeremy.
Y'all can go on. I'm streaming. I'm on everything. And then what if you play music?
777, right? 777. That's not the words.
777.
Yeah, it's the numbers, not the words. You're
the number. Jackpot. Oh, my shit is platinum. You hear me? All caps, all capital letters. You know what I'm saying? Because it's big platinum, not the little.
You understand? Yeah, where we can find your shit at?
You can find my shit everywhere, literally everywhere. All the streaming sites that you pay your subscription for, and also the ones that are free. It doesn't matter. We get paid regardless.
That's fact. And what could we expect from you in the near future? You understand me? Let us know the name, some project you got out.
Okay.
All that.
The Toxic album is out. That was my first R&B tape. That was dedicated to
that bitch fire.
Yeah, that was dedicated to my late fiance. Yeah, she passed away in December.
You dedicated it. Let me put that.
Yeah. So she the cover is actually a picture of me and her when we was on a road trip from state to state. Yeah, you're gonna see some dispensaries there. We wild. We FaceTime. We got FaceTime the whole. Flew, man.
You don't got no Facebook though?
Yeah.
With it?
No. I ain't gonna. I probably got a Facebook, but that's what's from. Yeah, that's from.
You go. Tag you page, so just share it on this page. All right. Now your people did.
Yeah. All right.
Now people watching, and that's it, man. Let them know what's in your future, and what you got going on.
All right.
Where you see yourself in the next 5 years of entertainment.
All right, as far as entertainment, well, this I'm dropping that Born to Die album. You know what I'm saying? And also we dropping the Brazy Life compilation album. You hear me?
No date, just plans.
No dates yet, just plans. Right. Well, I can say that I'm dropping this quarter. You hear me? If the rollout gods bless me, I'm dropping this quarter.
Yeah. All right. Hey, y'all ready?
Yeah, we Gucci.
Let them know what it is before we get up out of it.
You hear me? Big Brazy Life, you know what I'm saying? Shout out 24 grind, you know what I'm saying? I ain't see stop playing, you hear me? Big platinum, big 777 third on the 1, 2, big P.NUT the gym, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we in here. ATL, WASAMG, BMB. Brazy Life, I know what's going on. Yeah, 97 hustle. That's something, man.
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's P.NUT the General. You know of the podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah.
From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that thing. We was trying to say,
do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want to graduate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, and I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?